Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Another video on the weekly series, ladies and gentlemen, of games that you have never heard of. Now, today we are playing a game called Pox Nora. This game is definitely not my cup of tea. Like, in the slightest bit whatsoever. This is not my sort of game. Like, I'm very much fast-paced, action, that sort of game. This is a very strategy-based game. Think of like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Magic the Gathering, all put together into one game. That's what you have with Pox Nora. Now, here's the issue, right? I don't know how to play either of those games that I've listed. So to have a game where it's basically all of them put together, it's just going to spell disaster for me. Now, this might be somebody's type of game out there, but it is certainly not mine. I'll give you the quick rundown. So it's you versus another person. I chose to do with the AI, and you go into this map. Yes, in my defense, it is midnight. So you go into this map, and you have this thing called mana, which you use to get troops. Now, these troops have abilities. It took me a while to find this out, as you'll see in the gameplay. But these troops have abilities, and you use the mana to use the abilities to basically kill the other person's troops that they put. Now, I didn't quite understand what I was meant to be doing, because it didn't tell me. But I gathered I was meant to get the opponent's tower. Issue is, I didn't know how to do that. And I still didn't know how to do that. So I played this game for about 9 minutes, deleted it, and then got rid of it on my PlayStation, because this is definitely not my type of game. It's not something I'm going to enjoy. I didn't know what was good. I didn't know what was bad. I didn't know where I was meant to put stuff. I didn't know who I was meant to place. So yeah, it's just this game is just not for me. I can see the sort of audience that would like this game. Like, I think there's definitely a dedicated fan game to games like these. Like, when I downloaded this game, I think it had 7,000 reviews on the PlayStation Store. It was 750 megabytes. It was completely free. So if you do want to download it and this is your type of game, go ahead. I'm not going to knock it. But for me, this is not my type of game. It's not ever going to be my type of game. My type of game is more fast-paced, more action. It's not strategy. I'm not into the strategy games. So this just wasn't a good match for me. Am I going to knock the score off a little bit because of that? I'm not. No, I'm a fair person. I'm going to remove all the bias. But yeah, in this game, you have these abilities on these characters that you place down. They can move about. They can only move a certain distance, though. And to be quite frankly, that's about it. That's all I managed to figure out. In the 9 minutes that I was playing, I couldn't figure out how to use the abilities. The control system is very weird, because you want to go somewhere, but it doesn't allow you to go there unless you do a certain thing. And that's just, it can get very annoying very quickly, which is going to turn me off of the game as well. So I'm going to dock a point for that. I tried to go places, it wouldn't let me because I was fuffing about with the menu. I tried to end my turn, it wouldn't let me because you had to hold it, which I get, but does it really need a 1.5 seconds hold? I don't think so. I think, especially the timer aspect, the timer made it feel like once my turn was over and then it was my turn again, I had the same amount of time as I left off with, like how you do in chess. When you play, you got like 10 minutes on the clock, and then you use a move. Let's say you take 11 seconds, you now got 9 minutes and 49 seconds to make your next move. That's what it felt like. But no, you have 8 minutes per turn, which I think is a bit stupid. But then again, I feel like this game has a lot of layers. Like, I just used the execute ability. Do I know what it does? No. I just press random buttons. This game clearly has a lot of levels to it, and it's a game that will take a long time to learn. But I feel like if you do learn it, it will be very rewarding, very fun. It's a free alternative. It's one that not many people have heard of. And if you are into this type of game, I feel like this would be a good match for a lot of people. However, like I've said time and time again, this just isn't for me. So for that, I'm going to rate this game a 5 out of 10. I'm rating it that because I have a completely neutral standpoint on it, because it's not my type of game. I didn't enjoy it, but I can see how people could enjoy it. That's really it for this video. There's not much I can go on because I just don't understand these sort of games. But if you guys have any games that you want me to try on PlayStation for this series, I prefer to have free games. That way I don't have to pay for them. If I do have to pay for them, it might just take a little bit, because I don't really want to be paying for games every week. But yeah, if you have any games that you want me to try, just let me know. Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.